Okay, you guys, welcome back to the Alpha platform. Excuse the mess in the background. My husband and I, we're moving some things around. Now, I've been wanting to talk about open relationships in the gay community for quite some time, and luckily I found some TikTokers who have made videos about the subject because I feel like some of y'all will get in the comments, start bashing people who don't want open relationships, and many young gay men feel like they have to be forced and pressured into open relationships to keep a man, and you don't. So let's get into this proof right here, and hopefully we'll get some laughs along the way. Let's go.
I don't know who needs to hear this, and you could take it however you want, my love. But let me tell you something. There's certain people who are built to be in an open relationship, and some who aren't, and in the long run, they're open to it once that foundation of communication, trust, loyalty is built. Right? Right. But that's not why I'm doing this video. The reason why is because there's a lot of gays who settle for the bare minimum, who are not okay with open relationships, who are not okay with their partner, venturing off into someone else. But they make themselves believe that they're okay with it because they're afraid they can't find something better, someone who can actually meet them halfway and give them what they want. And if you're someone who's strictly monogamous, like me, please do not fucking settle. Like, I'm begging. It's okay to be monogamous still in 2024, I promise. And it still exists. You just gotta make sure you set those boundaries and those boundaries are not blurred. Especially in the moments when shit gets rough. That's when you really know if your boundaries are really set in place or not. And if you're someone who's in a situation where all you want is someone to love you and you only, and your partner is not really into that, run. Believe who they show you they are the first time. Do not stay with them because you see the potential in them. That's not enough. Life will pass you by and you'll realize 20, 30 years from now that you could have gotten so much more from someone else.
Facts. I'm so proud of the younger gay generation for realizing this stuff. Like, the more time you spend with the wrong person trying to change and wait on the wrong person, the less time you have to find the right man. You're missing your opportunity to run into that man, build a relationship with that specific man that is right for you. Being in an open relationship seems like a good idea when you think about it logically, but we are not logical people. Us human beings are very much emotional, irrational people. Especially as we get older, we don't want to deal with the BS of you dipping and dabbling with other people and then coming back home to me. Like, no, like, we're gonna find out with more of these videos that cheating in open relationships happens just as much as cheating happens in monogamous relationships. Let's continue.
This did not age well. Literally 2 weeks after I made this video, my ex and I broke up because he cheated on me. And yes, you can be cheated on if you're in an open relationship, if they break the rules.
So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. So this dude originally went on the gram or TikTok and started like advocating for open relationships. And a week or two later, dude got cheated on and broke up with this dude. So my thing is this. Like I just said, what's the benefit of an open relationship when they're ending for the same reasons monogamous relationships are ending? What is the benefit? Let's continue.
It seems like every gay guy talks about open relationships, and it's hard to find someone that wants to be monogamous. But the fact is, that is not true. In a recent study, they've shown that 90% of gay guys want to be in a monogamous relationship. Open relationships work for plenty of people, but remember, it is not the majority. Even if that's all the people around you talk about, it doesn't mean everyone wants that. It doesn't even mean they want it. They're just talking about it. So if you want to find Mr. Right, like plenty of my clients have, you can message me. I'm ready to get started with my Gain Confident Life Coaching.
I don't know who needs to hear this.
Man, get yourself a gay life coach, bro. Like, they're here, they're out, they're proud, they're queer. Get yourself a gay life coach. But yeah, man, like, we were realizing this study is confirming that most gay men want monogamy. That's what we want. That's what we want, and I'm happy that he's coming out and talking about that and confirming that and just really telling you guys you don't have to fold and be a side chick to a dude who wants to go around and mess around with other people, because that's not normal behavior for men. We're very jealous. We're territorial. We don't want to share our partner with other men. We don't want to experience our partners getting smashed by other men. The thing that kills me the most about open relationships and people that want them is, why don't y'all want to be with other hoes? OnlyFans models, perfect people to be in open relationships with. Why don't y'all want them? Why do y'all want to get with the straight-laced dude that you know is not about that life and want to try to change him and make him into somebody who's with that life when that's not what he wants to do? That's not who he is, you know? But, it goes back to my point that most men don't want a hoe. They want a dude that's solid, that's straight-laced, that's loyal, that's ride or die, that will stay home while he goes out and runs the streets, stays at the club, smashes dude after dude. And most of us aren't, us type of stay-at-home, loyal dudes. We're not dealing with that anymore. We're not with that anymore. So my advice to people who want open relationships is get with hoes. But y'all don't want to, because I think y'all understand that two hoes can't be in relations with each other. They can't do it. Too much lying, too much cheating, too much, oh, you're not better than the last person. Oh, I want to be with the next person more than I want to be with you. He's better than you. He has more, than you. He's just all around a better experience than you. They don't want to deal with that stuff. Next video from a brother.
So, no open relationship for you then?
No, no. Can we just, everybody's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And people are popping up with different things that they shouldn't have. And I barely like one person, so like too many, I can't. Please get away from me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Too many. Get away from me. All right. Let's get to this Asian dude. Asian persuasion. Let's get into it.
So I went on a date with this guy, and he was your typical kind of jaded gay man within the gay community. His view within the gay relationship has already been tarnished, I think, because of the things he said to me. He pretty much said that monogamy is pretty much a bad word within the gay community right now, and that monogamy is not really a thing. Monogamy is just kind of like the bridge that you start with to when you become open. And I'm like, what? No. It's like every single gay relationship becomes open later on anyways, because it gets boring. And I'm not denying the fact that that's not true, because there are plenty of open relationships within the gay community. I don't have any problem when it comes to relationship lifestyle, but I feel like the problem comes when open relationship couples insert themselves within the single lifestyle person who's looking to date. That's where it clashes. The thing is, this dating pool is smaller and smaller, and then you add in a lot of couples who are acting as if they're singles, inserting themselves into the single dating pool. It's crazy when back then it was just like, hey, I just want to have sex with other people, period. But now it's like, I see so many profiles with open relationships, and it's like they want to date. It's like, I want to get to know you. We're going to go for a coffee. We're going to go for a drinks. I want to know your favorite food. I'm like, dude, you're trying to date another person. And right now, many single gay guys are looking for connection, are looking to make a connection to one person. And if you're a single gay guy, that kind of just makes you feel depressed, because it's like, okay, so this is my life. There is truly no one I can be monogamous with. There's truly no one I can connect with on a singular level. It is so exciting. I remember my first ex, or like the ex that I really like was in love with. It is so exciting to get to know that person. It is so exciting to give to that person. It is so exciting to be extended my world and their world to each other. The first time I flew across the country to meet his parents, it was so exciting, and to connect and to bond. Now, as all relationship goes, we ended up growing and changing, and our choice to break up at the end is because we wanted to pursue our own paths in life. But maybe the reason why I'm having trouble within the gay community and the dating is because he set the standard so high when it comes to dating that I am in literal hell. I am literal hell right now. And also, whenever I talk about open relationships within my TikTok, and I talked about it before, people who are in open relationships always come in and get so insanely angry in the comments. It baffles me that they, my own personal opinion, someone who is single, really would get people so riled up. Because if you're truly happy within what you have, you'll just scroll. You'll just really think that this guy's stupid. I'm gonna scroll. But no, they get so angry that they want to like prove a point. Usually, in my personal opinion, when I want to prove a point to someone, it's because a nerve got hit within me, which means that I, deep inside, knew that whatever the other person was talking about, there's some truth to it that hit a nerve somewhere. So is there some truth into some of the things that I'm saying, that there is a big problem within the open relationship community right now? I feel like all I'm saying is that I want to find a person, I want to find my significant other one day where I don't need to be in an open relationship with. And some people might digress that like, hey, you know what? Open relationship is a form of evolution. We are not meant to be monogamous. The crazy thing about evolution is that we are growing from our basal needs. We're becoming a higher person from our lower selves. Evolution means you are not being moved by impulses. And if you tell me that evolution means open relationship, I don't know. Like, so which means that you need to have sex in order to survive in your relationship. I feel like evolution means that you can subordinate your impulses for a higher purpose, and that higher purpose is connection towards your partner. So I feel like if sex is the only thing that matters within an open relationship and getting sex from someone else, then that feels like a regression, not an evolution. I remember I met this one guy who I did not know was an open relationship, but I just wanted to do the honky donkey, so which means I'm single. He said he's single, but then when I got to his place, I was just like, oh, who's in the other room? And then he's like, oh, that's actually my partner. And I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, well, but you're in the moment of it and you're like, is he going to join us or something? And he's like, no, he's also looking for other person to hook up with. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, like, ooh. And I'm just, ooh. I also met another guy who is in an open relationship, but I was like, strictly, we're going to be friends. And I invited him over. We had some drinks. And then he was a little tipsy, and then he started saying things like, you know what, I don't really care about other guys anyways. I just get horny, and then I fuck them, and then, at the end of the day, like, they're just sex for me, and then I leave, and then I go back to my boyfriend who I love, and my dog, because they're what matters for me at the end of the day. And then I sit there being like, well, fuck us single guys then. We're just pieces of meat to you. But again, there are single guys out there who doesn't want to be in a relationship and just want to sleep around. And then go for them. Go for those single guys. But then if you guys in an open relationship as a couple are inserting yourself in a single guy dating pool who wants to date, who wants to make a connection, I think that's where I just draw the line, because it's like that this is not the market. This is not where you should be inserting yourself to. And I know I don't want to think about it, but it just makes me realize that maybe we're doomed. Maybe that one person that I went on a date with is right, that monogamy is just the bridge to become an open relationship. But I don't know. I was at work today, and then Gwen Stefani's Cool started playing, and it's, that song that plays in so many 2000 rom-coms. And I remember that was the song that I played for my ex when I dropped him off the airport, because when he was going to Montreal. And I remember that's such a tender moment, saying that, we loved each other, and we had such a great 6 years together, and we're going to be friends. And if one day we don't end up being together, or one day we end up being with other people, we're going to play that song, and we're going to be happy meeting their significant others, or each other's significant others. And for me, I think that's so beautiful. It's more beautiful than constantly chasing a high every single night, abandoning your self-connection and your connection to your partner. And I feel like that's so much better than finding solutions to problems within partnerships that they have to find it in an open relationship. Look, I know I'm going to get people angry. I know there's always going to be someone who's going to be like, no, you don't know what it's like to be in an open relationship. Like, all I'm saying is that I just want to wait long enough to find someone who I cannot be in an open relationship with. My value lies within monogamy and connection. And I've seen way too many unhappy open relationships for me not to admire to be in one. Anyways, love you all. Mwah.
So I call this dude Asian, but my Latino brother's correct. Like, when it comes down to it, in my mind, open relationships result from poor impulse control. Like, a lot of dudes out here can't control their body, they can't control their bodily functions, so they default to opening a relationship because they don't want to learn the skills required to cope with monogamy and what it takes to commit with one person. They don't want to learn that stuff. They feel like it's not our design as men. But I counter that with what this dude was saying. It is the sex drive the drive to eat, the drive to drink. Those are the lowest common denominator in terms of the human experience. They are the lowest form of the human experience, which is why they are located, the facilities in our brain that control those actions are located deep within our brain, because they are that primal within us. They are that primal within us. And that's also why I feel like people don't like sex workers. Man, can I say that? They don't like adult workers, because they are they're playing off and playing into this instinctual desire within us that we cannot control, that we have a hard time controlling, which is our need to eat, our need to drink, our need to socialize, and our need to have adult fun time. Dude is right. Like, if it takes a lifetime to wait for a monogamous man, wait. You know, just don't let these dudes make you fold and make you do things that you're not going to be able to look yourself in the mirror afterwards. You know, just stay true to yourself, man. That's all I have to say. Stay true to yourself as a gay man and do not fold. Last video, you guys.
As a gay man, would you be open to an open relationship?
Oh yeah, keep the conversation on the table. I have 3 things in a relationship.
Yes.
I want financial independence, sexual openness, and emotional dependent.
What are merits of an open relationship?
It's a spice it up, have fun. For me, I believe like if your partner is really good at what you guys are doing, then it kind of brings down insecurities, because you kind of like meet more people, boost your confidence, as long as you're doing it right. If not, it can actually backfire and cause insecurities.
Man, I'm not with the BS. Like, I'm not with the BS. And like a lot of these guys, are you in relationships? If you're not, your opinion is just gossip. Like Lady Gaga says in Babylon, it's just gossip, all rumors, because you don't know what you're talking about. Anybody in a long-term relationship or marriage understands that stuff takes work. People in open relationships keep talking about communication, but we all know men have the hardest time communicating, whether they're gay or straight. They don't want to communicate. They ghost. They assume you know stuff that they never told you. They get mad at you for stuff they've never told you about. They hold on to stuff. They're resentful. They're revengeful. They go out and smash your friends, people you know, to get back at you when they didn't even give you a chance to make amends for something that you made them mad about, but you didn't understand or you didn't know they were mad about. That's what a man is like. And that's why this stuff is so dangerous, because once again, they keep talking about communication, but men are horrible at communicating at this point in our lives, at this point in time in history. Horrible. So until we learn how to communicate openly and be ourselves and all those good things, open relationships should be off the table, because they are a recipe for disaster. What do you guys think about open relationships? Have you ever been in one? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to know, like, what was it like for you? Most of the time what I'm seeing is this: older gay men are being, younger gay men are being talked into open relationships by older gay men, and it's not working out in the younger dude's favor. That's what I'm seeing. Anyhow, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Wolf is back. We'll pack. Take care. Peace.